Hello, hello. We'll be starting in just a few minutes. Hello, and welcome to the money call of the year-end wrap-up. And this I put together with closeted healers in mind. You don't have to want to be a healer, but if you're somebody who has an inclination for healing, if people confide in you, they trust you, then that is a form of healing. So I want to focus on you, the healer, before you expend your energy and allow others to use you for your skills. So you need to be topped up and in tune. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to start with money because it's often a really big issue for people. Money is very, very emotional, and it causes resistance to receiving, to keeping. Many people earn a large amount of money, but they have no ability to maintain it, to keep it and invest it and grow it. So that's often due to unprocessed trauma from this life, from uh, parents and grandparents, and also from your own past lives. I'm sorry. I don't know why my voice is being funny today. Bear with me. Okay. So before I do anything, I like to start with a water blessing. So bring your water and take the lid off or whatever. I'm just going to access the energy through the straw here. Okay, everybody ready? Um, you're all muted. Okay, that's great. So if you like, you can repeat the words after me or just let the words sink in. I bless this water to be neutralized of its chemicals. I bless this water to be molecularly restructured so my cells can absorb it. I bless this water to initiate healing where it is most necessary. I bless this water to increase communication between all my cells. I bless this water to bring light into my body. I bless this water to start dissolving the walls around my heart. I bless this water to help me be brave. I bless this water to help me deal with this money issue once and for all. And lastly, I bless this water to help me feel happy for no reason. So be it. Amen. And cheers. Have a drink. Okay. Did you feel anything when I said I bless this water to help me deal with this money issue once and for all? Did that trigger anyone? Elspeth, yes? Do you want to share what you felt? And Lucia? Okay.
Yes, I will. Felt like something left my body in my legs.
It left from your legs?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Just an energy or what?
Yeah, I think it is energy.
Okay. Well, that's really significant for just asking for it, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a reminder that
Really, I have never felt this before. I have never felt it before, but it was like that.
excellent. So just a reminder that we can just ask for what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Lucia?
Well, I felt something around my chest area here. So I wish I want so much to deal with it once and for all, and yeah, start feeling the outcome of it because I want it so badly, and I want to just be it done, to
Done.
get it done.
I understand. Yes. Good. Thank you. John, did you feel anything?
Yeah, I feel some energy within my body, and that I recognize that because it means that what is inside me is not congruent with what you said.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
there's the discrepance,
Yeah. A discordance. Yeah.
discordance. Yeah,
Disharmony. Yes. Okay, good.
correct.
All right. So this is where you take your pen and your notebook. I want you to just think about the kind of resistance you have had to abundance. Whatever, however you understand that is fine. Just write down a few thoughts. Just another 30 seconds. Something I've learned over many years is even if you participate in something, even if you do the exercises, if you don't have a specific intention while you do it, you won't get much benefit or it'll be very short-lived. So going over your thoughts, pick something to form an intention around in terms of what you want to get out of this hour and a half. And it would help greatly if I knew what your intentions were, so I can tweak the exercises to suit you. like to share their intention first? Lucia?
Yes. So, intention for today's class. Heal the issue, whatever issue related to money, so that abundance flows freely in.
Thank you. Very good. Elspeth?
Sorry. My intention is to release my limited, I don't remember the English word now. My limited thoughts, it's not the right word, around money and abundance.
Okay. Belief, maybe? Your limited belief?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I can't remember. Are you in Sweden or
Denmark.
Denmark? Okay. And Lucia is in Romania. And
Yes.
John, where are you?
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands. And I'm here in Toronto. I love the internet. Okay, John,
It's overcrowded with Europeans.
yeah, that's okay. You know, my heritage is Greek, so we're all Europeans. Yeah.
Look at that.
What is your intention, John?
Embodying worthiness and safety.
Ah, oh, very good. Embodying worthiness and safety. Let me jot that down so I can incorporate it. Okay. And do you want to say a little bit more about that?
Well, because what I wrote down was not deserving, not worthy. It's also dangerous to have lots of money. And people will hate me, hang me at the gallows.
When I have the same, I used to have the same issues about money. Okay. Is there anything in this lifetime that made you feel unsafe with money? Just yes or no?
I don't think so.
Okay. So
I
it's
think
no
it's older.
past or from your parents?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is that triggering for anyone else? Worthiness, safety, dangerous, people hating me?
Yes, yeah.
Worthiness, yes.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding. That is basically the reason you don't get any of your goals or any of your desires, rather, if you feel unworthy. So the worthiness comes from confidence that you have innately, but also perhaps the lack of confidence that you received from your parents. If you were not praised appropriately or enough for how much you needed it, that's usually what it is. And also a mentality, it's often a cultural mentality. Like in some cultures, women have zero confidence because they're told constantly that they're subservient to men, you know, not as worthy as men. And so that lack of confidence bleeds into all areas of life. Okay, so John, did you ever have a situation where it was dangerous to have money?
Can't say that, but the idea is that when I would show that I would have money, and it seems that people are going to attack me. That's an image I have.
Yeah.
Or they will speak bad about me.
Right.
There will be heaps of negativity. I would sense that. I would know it. This would be the case, and
Okay.
because I'm sensitive.
Yes. So I had that fear as well, that it was dangerous to have money. And then I realized I don't have to tell anybody I have it. It's between me and
That's
my
a good clue.
it's just between me and my accountant and you know, some guy in the government office. But probably nobody looks at it now. It's probably all just, you know, scanned by computers. So you don't, if you're rich, you don't have to live like you're rich, So you don't have to have a 10-bedroom mansion, right? You can still stay in your same neighborhood and go to the same grocery store, but you can feel confident knowing you have savings if anything happens. Or you can just quietly take trips around the world and just wear your jeans and t-shirt. Nobody has to know you're a billionaire, right? It can all be discreet. That's what I'm saying. It
But
can be,
I would rather have confidence and not having these problems or not having these issues.
okay.
I
Okay.
would rather take another step into the right direction.
Fair enough. That's good. Okay, but you can start changing your idea about it. So, I think it's partly in the society we have where everybody puts, their soul's desires on Facebook, their deepest secrets. People are oversharing. That's not necessary. Okay, you can keep things private, discreet, contained.
That just fits me fine.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know too much about this, but you can also set up a corporation where all the money belongs to the corporation and you just pay yourself a modest salary. So technically, it's not yours. So nobody can sue you for it because you make a modest salary. So anyway, there's legal tricks around that, but we'll work on the worthiness for sure. Okay. Um, and jot down anything else that comes up that you want to ask about, or notice how you're feeling as somebody else is discussing what they're thinking and believing. So again, if you feel something, that means it could be a point of blockage for you as well. So I'm not going to ask what are your specific beliefs around money. We've all seen the list of statements coming from the church or from your parents or wherever. I just want you to think about which money belief has affected you the most. So think about that. What is your default stance when it comes to money? Elspeth?
Mine is that I am not good enough.
So let's break that down. Is that you're not good enough at your job to get more money?
I don't know. I think it's more I don't deserve abundance.
Okay. And why don't you deserve abundance? What is in your conscious mind?
And that's the same is popping up that I'm not good enough of what I'm doing.
So if you knew the answer for why I'm not good enough, what would it be?
Could you ask that again? Could you ask the question again?
Yes. If you could access the answer for why you're not good enough, what would it be? For instance, with one client, she said, I was born a girl, but my parents wanted a boy. Therefore,
Yeah.
I'm never good enough. I'll let that.
I don't know.
That's all right. It'll just by asking, you'll probably get an answer later.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you knew the answer for why you don't deserve or you're not good enough for more money, what would it be?
Sorry, you asked me?
Yes.
Sorry. It was an interruption. Okay. It's not that I am not good enough, but what I earn, what we earn, it's never enough because it's true. I don't keep for myself. I always share. I always take care of everybody. So for me, I have enough. I always say if I have $1, like you have in Canada, money, and somebody asks me, "Do you have money?" I will say yes. Depends for what. I have $1. Yeah, you can buy a small biscuit or something. It depends for what. But if when concerning my family or the animals, that's a different situation because they are never enough.
To have enough.
So for me, I have enough for what I need. Um, I am happy with it, but it's not enough so that I can make everybody happy around. And money is indeed a tool to bring happiness in a form, some form of happiness. For example, I feed the stray cats around my block. If I wouldn't have money, I wouldn't be able to do that. But having them help me help them.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I understand. Thank you. John?
When I was born, I should have been a replacement for a previous John who died a year before my birth. And that was a lively, nice kid, and I was not. So in many ways, my parents were not satisfied or happy.
I named you John also. That's
Yeah.
fortunate.
Yeah.
So you always had to live up to expectations that were not in your nature.
And I was never able to meet any expectation.
Okay. Okay, that definitely would seep into all areas of your life, including your finances.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have cash in front of you?
Yeah.
Everyone has money? Okay, so hold the biggest bill you have.
I don't have cash. I have my iPhone. We don't have cash in Denmark.
Really?
Yeah.
All digital?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. I know that other governments are trying to move towards that, but I didn't know it had been done. Okay. So whatever the largest bill is in your currency or used to be, like in Canada, basically the largest bill is $100. We used to have 500 and 1,000 and even 1,500, but those are gone. So our largest bill is $100. So whatever the largest bill is in your currency, if you have it, hold it or put together enough smaller bills to equal that. So look at the money and just notice how you feel looking at the largest bill. What part of your body reacts to seeing the money? And what does it remind you of? So is this a single memory it reminds you of? Or a person, an event, daily stress? What comes up? And is it true or false? Can you say this thought is the root of all my money problems in this lifetime? Is it yes or is it no?
Would you repeat the question, please?
Okay. What is it, yes or no? Is it true or false that the memory, whatever the money reminded you of, can you say that it is the root cause of your money problems in this life? Just notice yes or no. Okay, we're going to do an exercise to release this. So put the money down in front of you or look at the digital amount on your phone. And we're going to just cross our arms and alternate tapping. Just keep doing that. Hello, Allison. Hi. Did you just make a last minute purchase? Okay, you'll have to watch the video from the beginning to see what we're doing right now. But basically just think about how money makes you feel, okay? If you have money in front of you, put it in front of you. Okay, so we're releasing all the limiting thoughts and beliefs that come up when you look at money. Oh. And I'm just reminding you that you are relaxed and your brain waves are calm and you're in the mode to release stress. Breathe deep into your lower abdomen. Expand your lower back. And then when you exhale, pull in your stomach. So all the stale air goes out. So keep breathing like this as you look at the money. Okay, now switch hands. The opposite hand will go over this time. Doesn't matter how you started. Okay. And now we're going to install positive thoughts about money. Money is useful. Money is very helpful. Money buys conveniences. Money makes life easier. Having more money means I can be more generous. I want you to just half close your eyes. And when you look at your money, imagine it's surrounded by your favorite color and a really beautiful image behind it, like maybe a garden or a mountain, whatever you like in nature. Okay, so look at the money and just focus on what I'm saying. Money can give me positive power. With a lot of money, I can have great influence. And of course, everything you're doing is from a place of integrity and service. It feels good to say, yes, I've got money. It's comforting to know that I have much more than I need. It feels wonderful to be able to help other people. I respect money. Money is a tool of energy that I like to use. Money represents stored work energy. You work, you get money. Okay, let's relax our tapping. My arms are getting tired. Oh, we have a new person, Dana. Can you turn on your camera? John doesn't have a camera. Okay. Hi, Dana. Okay, yes, I just saw your payment come in. Okay, I'm sorry that you missed the beginning. You'll have to watch the replay, but you can carry on with us now. So have money in front of you. This, the biggest bill you have. All right. Now, in terms of energy healing, if you want to draw in energy, you make clockwise circles. But when you want to clear energy, you make counterclockwise circles. So I want you to just make counterclockwise circles over your money or over your digital print there. So we're going to imagine there's a tornado. So the counterclockwise is this tornado funnel, and you're pulling out all your negative association with money. Pull it out, pull it out, pull it out, pull it out, and toss it. Do that again. So it's like we're wiping away your past and your thoughts that are negative about money. So pull out counterclockwise, spin, 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 and toss away. Oh, yes. Clearing money, clearing money. So you can have all the denominations in front of you, whatever bills and coins you have. So we're pulling out negative associations. All those ridiculous phrases we heard growing up. Don't need them. Okay. Take a deep cleansing breath. And now we're going to do clockwise circles, where we first of all pull in logic. Let's associate money with logic. I have logical and appropriate thoughts around money. I understand that money is an energetic tool, and I have the power to use it for good. I love having money. It makes life easier. I enjoy being generous with my money. It warms my heart. From now on, money is allowed to come to me in greater and greater amounts. From now on, I give money the respect it deserves. From now on, I come into harmony with money. From now on, I am a safe, responsible steward for money. And the universe knows I'm a safe, responsible steward for money because of how I treat it. I can spend liberally, yet with logic. I educate myself about financial investments. I keep money flowing. I don't just hoard the money, I circulate it back into my community and the world. And money knows that I am responsible and kind because I have a practice of making charitable donations every month. And I can choose to start with just $1 a month. But I am in the practice of being altruistic and charitable. Okay, my arm is tired. So take a deep cleansing breath, fill your hips with the air. And then suck in your stomach. Great. Okay. Was there any resistance to anything I said there? Or any confusion?
Nope.
No.
John, you okay? Okay. Did anything sound silly or just plain stupid? Anything I said? Okay, so I'll give, sorry, my notifications are going off. I forgot to talk. I'll give you an example about having respect for money, and I think this is really important. My very first job, I was 15, and I worked at a drugstore. It's called Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada, and I shouldn't have been hired because back then they didn't hire anybody under 16, but they didn't do the math anyway. So what I learned was that we always would put the heads of the bills together. So, there's always a person on the front, usually a man. And so we had to stack the bills with all the heads together and everything smoothed out beautifully. And that's how I was trained. And it really gave me a respect for the money. And now I get offended. Like I cringe when the bank machine gives me bills and they're upside down and backwards. I just think, oh, or if a cashier gives me cash change and it's a mess, I'm so offended. I'm like, you've got to respect the money. It's important. So that's one way you can start showing the respect. Just take care of it. Don't just stuff it. Don't just stuff it in your purse. Take the time to arrange it nicely because that reverence will come back to you. There'll be positive karma that is associated with that. Okay.
I'm doing exactly the same.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Absolutely.
Yes. And don't let your bills pile up. Pay your bills as soon as you get them. That shows confidence and anticipation of you receiving more money later. Okay, so as soon as the bills come in, pay them. Go online or go to your bank and pay them. Um, that shows that you respect the person or the company who has faith that you will pay. They let you use the service for the whole month and then you pay at the end. Isn't that wonderful? So pay them immediately. Okay, so just some shifts, little shifts in your habits will give money the message that you care. So if everything is energy, money is energy too. And what I want to do now is have you close your eyes. And I want you to think of an image that represents money for you. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be actual money. It can be a rock or a tree or whatever you want. And add details to this image. And make it a very pleasing image, so that when you think about money and you see this image, it brings you joy. You might want to name your object, or maybe it's a person. Maybe you just call it money, or maybe you call it something else. So figure that out. Now sit beside your representative for money, beside or in front of. I want you to really look at it and have a heart-to-heart conversation. You're going to say, money, I forgive you for all the stress you have caused me. Okay, just stay with it, Allison. Don't write anything down now. You're going to get the recording. Just stay with it. Close your eyes. Money, I forgive you for causing trauma in my life. Money, please forgive me for bad-mouthing you. Money, please forgive me for all the ways I abused you. Money, please forgive me for not taking care of you. Money, please forgive me for putting upon you my feelings of happiness or self-worth or deserving or power. I was confused and uneducated. Money, I respect you for all you can do for me. Money, I respect you for your ability to multiply. Money, please forgive me for not knowing what to do to help you multiply. Money, please forgive me when I squandered you on useless items as I was seeking self-fulfillment. Money, from now on, I will treat you like a partner. I will remind myself of how hard I had to work to earn you before I make a purchase. Money, I know you want to stay close to me, so I will always pay myself first before I share with others. Thank you for always being in my life. I know you'll continue to be in my life, and I am so grateful. And the big reason that I want more of you is so that I can, and now you state your reason. Money, if you have a message for me, please say it now. At this point, if you want to write down the message, go ahead. Who would like to share the message they got from money? Did she-
Mine is brief.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm here.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's the best message.
It's in front of me. That's what I've got. I'm here.
Here.
Not we are, not we are here. I'm here.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
it's because it's
money.
only one big bill.
Well, in English, money is singular.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they know better English than me, because funny or not, you said men or money, and I have 50 pounds with Queen Elizabeth.
That's,
Was a lady, and
yeah. And what else came up during that? Like when you were asking forgiveness or giving forgiveness? How was
I stood a lot with a nice image. It was a car for me.
okay?
It took the shape of a car somewhere on a coastline with beautiful blue sea, and yeah, it was warm and nice, and I had a very comfortable feeling that all is well, everybody is well, and I deserve to be there. Yeah, I deserve. It's okay to be there. Everybody is taken care of, and I can enjoy that moment.
Excellent. Please remind yourself of that every day. Maybe draw the image or find something online that looks like it and post it. Okay. So they say if you can focus on your desires for 17 seconds a few times throughout the day, you're much more likely to get them. So it's got to be at least 17 seconds because the
Okay.
subconscious takes that long to see it. like
But that's wonderful, because in the end, it's not too much.
no, not at all.
When you breathe and you discuss with someone, or you're at work on a meeting and someone is boring at least for 17 seconds, your mind can be
You have a nice diversion. Yes.
redirected. Yes.
Very good.
Thank you. That's a very nice tip.
Good. Okay, Elspeth, what was your message,
Um,
honey?
I had three messages. The one is you are worthy of money, you deserve money, you will attract money.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
So that was that would be good to write out and post around your house, but don't write I will attract money, because then it's always in the future.
Yeah.
Attracting money,
Yes. Yeah.
or I attract money. And what was your image for money?
I didn't have these. I didn't have any images.
Okay.
But I see, and I have done for some time. I have this. The image for me and money is a beautiful garden, very beautiful garden.
Perfect. Okay. And how did you feel when you were asking forgiveness and giving forgiveness?
Calm,
Calm.
um, relieved in some way.
Ah, good. Excellent. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
John, what was your money message?
It's a very nice one. Have your pleasurable
What was that?
have your pleasurable go with it as you see fit, deem right.
Okay, very good. All
Yeah,
right.
sounds great. It was money was laughing at me in a nice way.
Oh, okay. And what was your image for money?
Image, I was in the mountains where you can ski, sitting in the sun somewhere in a lonely place where I could enjoy it and take it all in.
Oh, very good. Okay. Any thoughts come up when we were doing the exercise? Like I didn't ask the other two, like when we were pulling out the energy and putting in the good words. What happened?
I can't say.
Okay. I know now it feels like a long time ago. Okay. So your money messages, write them out on a few Post-it notes and put them throughout the house and read them when you see them. So I like to put things inside the medicine cabinet in the bathroom or the cabinets in the kitchen. I have messages in my wallet. So every time I have to deal with money, I see the little message. Like I have a sticker that says, thank you. And I have a sticker that says, there's room for more. I welcome more. Uh, yeah. So money doesn't have to be scary and scarce, right? Because even when I think about times where money was tough, in university and just after, I still survived. There was still money. I gave it too much power to make me happy, and that made me unhappy.
Mm.
So if you can analyze or just notice what your thoughts are in each moment, then you'll be made aware of your own patterns and your own limiting thoughts, your resistance. So I used to be jealous of people who had a lot of money. And then a lot of them became my clients. And then I thought, you know what? I am 1 degree away from this multimillionaire. I go to his house every week. I used to be a piano teacher, so I had a lot of rich parents who would pay me to go to the house to teach their kids piano, and sometimes the adults as well. I thought, I'm in their house. I'm part of their world. Yes, I'm a poor student and they're multimillionaires, but at this point we're in the same room. So I'm just a little bit away. And then I heard about, instead of thinking, oh, that guy must have done something bad to get so rich so fast, instead of that, bless them. And so think they must have done something really good to get that money. A lot of people trust them and give them their money. That's great. I hope they have a blessed life. So think about what you're projecting when you notice that somebody has money. So if you've been somebody who was basically cursing people for having money, that could be why you might feel that it'll be dangerous to have money. Okay, so just, self-knowledge is the best knowledge. So once you're aware how you used to react, then you can shift it to something better. So isn't it better to have more people who are wealthy than to have more people who are poor? Right?
Yes.
You can't be poor enough to help other people. So don't feel guilty if you start having a lot of money. That's great. Okay, so pick up your money and just hold it.
Could I go to the bathroom, please?
Okay. Yes.
Can we have a pause? Thank you.
Okay, let's take a little pause. Okay. So take a deep breath. Close your eyes. I want to just address generational money issues. I want you to visualize a big tree with many branches and many, many roots going into the ground. So the roots represent the history of your lineage. So let's say half the tree is your father's side and half the tree is your mother's side, and it's made this one big tree. And every branch is a person, a relative who's passed on, and the ones who are also still with us. So each branch and twig is a person. Just have a look at the tree from a bit of a distance and just notice, is your father's side the healthier side or your mother's? So this tree represents the wealth in the family. Imagine you have X-ray vision and you can see into the ground and you can see where the rotten roots are. You can see where the negative associations with wealth came up. And you have these very, very strong shears, like long scissors, and you can go and cut the rotten roots. Take your time and do it well. Leave no trace behind, and you pull out the root. And every time you cut a rotten root, a healthy root gets stronger. So every time someone in your family blessed another family for having money, that was a good root, and now that gets stronger. And anytime someone was jealous of people with money, a rotten root grew, but you're cutting them out now. Cutting out the rotten ones to let the healthy roots get plumper and go deeper. And of course, this affects the nutrients that travel up the trunk and into the leaves, into the branches and leaves. So you can notice that the tree is healthier as you cut the rotten roots. Nutrition flows up and the leaves are greener and they dance in the sunlight. And you do this with love for your ancestors. They lived in much harsher times than we have. So trimming the family tree of all the negative thoughts about money helps your entire family, especially those present now and those that will be born. So keep trimming your tree. And you search in your pockets and you find some coins. Maybe they're from another country, Elsbeth. You find some coins in your pockets and you just sprinkle them into the earth where you've removed the rotten roots so that your family has a foundation of wealth. Very good. And now there's a wheelbarrow, and you put all the rotten roots in the wheelbarrow, and you take it down the hill into a little ditch, and there you tip the wheelbarrow, and those roots fall into it. They roll down, and you know that they will be composted. Their energy will be recycled into the earth. Any negativity will be neutralized. So let's just let nature take care of those roots. And you can go back to the tree. And notice how much healthier it is already. How much greener the leaves are. And they're still dancing in the sunlight. And that foundation of wealth spreads throughout the property you're standing on. And it just amplifies the color and the good vibrations. It feels wonderful to be here. And just recognize how rich your family is from both sides. So you have double the wealthy lineage. And you're grateful for everyone's contribution. You are confident that you can contribute to the family wealth for yourself and future generations. And now just stand before the tree and ask all those relatives, what will I do with my vast fortune? And you can hear them shouting out ideas. Listen, hear what they say. Maybe some of those ideas you can do to honor your family. Maybe you hear them say exactly what you want to do. And they might have brand new ideas that you choose to incorporate. And I want you to go and lean your back against the tree trunk. And tell yourself, I am supported by my family. I'm supported by my wealth. I come from wealth. And I will grow wealthier and wealthier. You might want to turn around and give the tree a hug. Imagine you're hugging your entire family. Allow their love to flow through you. Feel full of love. You can open your eyes. Okay, now think about a scale going from 0 to 10, where 10 is I strongly agree, and 0 is I don't agree at all. I disagree. I'm going to say a sentence and then just jot down how strongly you agree with it. I am worthy of wealth. I deserve to be wealthy. It is safe for me to be rich. I have the confidence to maintain my wealth. It is time for me to accept wealth. I can respect myself as a wealthy person. I can be rich and powerful in a positive way. I can be rich and get respect from others. I deserve to be rich in the way I wish to be. I allow myself to be rich. It is safe to have everything I want. Oh, okay. So, what were the numbers? You don't have to repeat the question, just read the list of the numbers for how strongly you disagreed or agreed. Elspeth?
Yeah. It's crazy. 10, 10, 8, 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 10. It's like my heart is.
Very good. Do you remember what question was 8? That was your lowest one.
Yeah. I don't recall. Was it?
Well, you can watch the video and figure it out. But
Yeah, exactly.
10 is still very high for,
Yeah.
lowest number. So you basically strongly agreed with all those phrases.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Very good.
Hey, Lucia, where were you? What numbers?
I'm somewhere similar to Elspeth. I don't have an 8, just 9s and 10s.
Amazing.
Yeah,
That's very good.
mostly 10s. I feel all in this hour or so, I don't know how much is it. A shift happened
That was
within
my intention.
myself.
That was my intention for you.
Yes. So my tree was pink. When I scanned it and I saw with x-rays, inside was a beautiful pink. And I know pink is generally the color of love. And yeah, whatever was playing until now in the background will turn to pink for the future.
Very nice. Yeah, okay. John, what were your numbers?
I have to admit that I just woke up. I fell asleep.
That's
So I missed the part since the pause.
Oh, okay. You missed that whole exercise. Interesting. Please listen to the video, which I will send out
I
later.
will. Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious What did your tree look like, Elspeth? Your money tree, family tree?
A very large oak. A very strong oak.
Okay. And what did the
Beautiful oak.
yeah,
Sorry?
what did the rotten roots look like for you?
They were just black. Black roots.
Blank?
Black.
Oh, black. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't pinpoint to a family member, or I couldn't do that.
That's okay. That you weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
That's
No.
okay.
Yeah. But immediately when I cut the bad roots, I could see the other roots really get strong and deep in the ground, in the earth.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Lucia, what color or how did your roots look?
They were mostly grayish, like molded,
Oh,
like yeah, smelling rotten.
okay.
Mm.
And I was so relieved to throw them away in a crevice or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, and as you said, the earth will heal them. And in that moment passed through my mind, thank you, Mother Earth, for doing this.
yes.
Mm.
This is what because when you said to imagine what we would do or something like that with all the wealth when the family encouraged us, instantly it crossed my mind, Heaven Rose Hill. Heaven Rose Hill, it's a dream of mine to have a small white house and with all the roses in the world, and with open gates so that people can come and see those roses.
Nice.
And that's Heaven Rose Hill.
Heaven Rose Hill.
Instantly, I saw them, I smelled them, and I was so relieved to cut those funky, nasty smelling roots from the tree.
Very
It
good.
immediately changed everything.
And you know what? You don't have to wait to be a millionaire to have that.
Yeah, I know it started. It's only, I have about 40 something roses.
Well, you can make a little house for the fairies, a little white house, and put it in your backyard and
Yeah.
plant mini roses around it. You can
Yes, yes,
have a portion of that dream
yes,
and
I
then
will.
let it grow. Yeah.
But the water is a problem.
Winter
Watering
watering.
such, yeah,
Well,
it's not raining anymore. The climate is changing, even though in northern hemisphere there are not anymore 4 seasons. It's mostly 2 now, and the water is missing.
right.
You should move to Denmark. There's water.
Oh, sweet.
And it was raining here today.
Mm.
Okay, so John, do you have anything to talk about, or you were just asleep?
No, in the beginning I saw the tree, and from my mother's side it was very alive, and from the father's side, ancestry, it was the opposite. And so that was really there was a huge contrast, and also in the roots that was the same. So when I had to take out some of the bad roots from my father's ancestry, I had to look whether I could find any good roots. So I made them up so I could give it a bit of life.
Very good. Okay. So for those of you who want to do healing for others, do you feel like these changes in your money mindset are going to be useful? Or do you feel like there's something missing?
Honestly, at this point, I don't know if it's something missing.
Yeah,
but for sure, it will help other people with what I know to help them see for themselves, which is their own problem, and take it away and solve it. And yeah, it's a lesson for me that I can also guide someone else to do the same. But of course, each individual is unique, and
Yeah,
it's depending on their expectations. It's one thing to have an intention, and it's other thing to have an expectation
yes.
from something, you know. So we start with the intention, but maybe I see all this through my own experience. 2 years ago, I would have expectations actually. Now it's just intention, and it's such a big difference.
That's a very good point. I wanted to mention that judgment can be a big factor. So I was discussing wealth with a friend, another healer, actually, just, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 months ago. And she said she was in a workshop, and one of the men said he wanted to have $350 million. And she said, isn't that ridiculous? Who needs $350 million? You know, you buy a house, you buy a car, you invest some. He doesn't need $350 million. I said, well, what are you talking about? You don't know what his intentions are. And she said, well, what more could somebody want? Okay, maybe a vacation house as well. And then she mentioned that he was from South America somewhere. And I said, what if his intention is to build a hospital in a remote area? $350 million is nothing. Like that might build a structure, but how much does an MRI machine cost? How much does it cost for all the hospital beds and all the linens, and to pay the staff? So 350 million is a drop in the bucket of what you need if his intention is to build a hospital in a remote area. And she went, oh, I never thought of that. So yes, our own perceptions come from our experiences. So it's important to do things like, take a class with other people just to expand your mind to see what other people's possibilities include, just to become aware. And anytime I go to so many seminars, I'm a perpetual student. And anytime I've heard very successful people talking, and then they have to, give one last piece of advice, before it's over, they almost always say, dream bigger. They say, I wish I knew that I could have dreamt bigger. So nothing is off the table, right? Anything is possible with a strategy and enough money, a lot of times. So just allow yourselves to expand beyond what just your family needs. What could you provide for someone else? Like the people who build universities, they're leaving a huge legacy, right? Um, there's so much we can do. Buy public area and turn it into a park for everyone to enjoy. That improves everyone's mental health. There are things we can do that are way beyond our little piece of property, you know. So I encourage you to dream bigger, and that will also expand your level of comfort with larger and larger numbers. So if you earn, $40,000 working in an office right now, you're not going to be able to do much with that. You will survive and maybe occasionally take a small vacation. But if you want to actually have impact in the world, you have to earn more money. I don't want to come across as materialistic. Of course, you can do things for free to help the world as well. But to really have deep change, that you have to change the infrastructure of how society works. And so that does take money. Um, yeah. Okay. So as a healer, you need to be comfortable accepting money because you must have your own needs met first. I would say, don't give healings for free. There has to be some sort of energy exchange always. If you're just starting out, like if you just got your first certificate in Reiki or something, you can do an exchange, but that means if you give a 45-minute session, the other person has to do something for you for 45 minutes. Okay? Even if that's cutting your grass or something. There's got to be an energetic exchange. You can't only be giving, because you will be depleted. So first financially and then energetically and then, your health. So just start with that in mind. This is a service like anything else. You pay at the grocery store, you pay at the dry cleaners, you pay to have your teeth fixed. So if somebody needs to have their energy fixed, you have to pay them, or they have to pay you. Okay, so that gives the vocation respect and validity. Because when you give things for free, as I say, people pay attention when they pay. If you give people advice and healings for free, they won't do what you recommend. It's not valuable because it was free. And so then you're left feeling, well, I know in the past I have felt sour about it. I felt disrespected. Like, oh, I put all that effort. I gave you so much, and then you didn't do what I said. It was for your good, not for me, So you don't want to feel resentment. So that's the other thing with the money. So let's imagine somebody says, I heard you're really good at helping people who are grieving. Okay. So you say, yep, we can have a session where I help you process your grief. And they say, what do you charge? You have to know what you're comfortable charging. So this is where it helps to have the money too and think, okay, if they gave me just $5, how am I going to feel? I mean, I know that I would feel resentful.
You just broke up. You broke up.
Oh.
So I lost a sentence.
You lost a sentence. Okay, so I was saying if you were going to charge someone for a session, a healing session, you have to know what you're comfortable charging. Okay, because when you are asked what is your fee, you have to say it with confidence. So you have to imagine this in your mind where somebody says, okay, what do you charge? And you can't just say, oh, whatever you're comfortable. That's not good because it's highly likely they will underpay you. And if they offer you something too small, in the past, I have felt resentment. I feel it in my solar plexus. I think, oh, you don't value my work. Oh, that's disrespectful. Or if they start asking for discounts, I think, well, do you go to the store to buy a new shirt and do you ask for a discount if it's not a sale? People seem to ask for discounts from small business owners, but not the people who could actually afford to give one. Anyway, so you need to know what you're comfortable charging. And then when you're confident at that level, you can raise it. So you have to say, if you're saying I charge $10,000 an hour, because I know people who do. I don't feel comfortable with that. I couldn't say that. I couldn't say, Lucia, at your next session, it's $10,000. Oh, I just felt like vomiting when I said that. That's too much. Okay. Um, so you have to play around with the number. When the number feels like it's landed in you and it's solid and yes, that's fair, that's what you should charge. Okay. Is anyone here charging for healing right now? No, not yet. Okay. Well, if you want to, you will. While you're still in training, if you're taking courses, that's when you can exchange with your classmates. You can exchange sessions, and that can be, you don't have to pay each other. That's equal service provided, so that's okay. But anyone outside of that, figure out what you're comfortable receiving. So your ability to receive is like a muscle you have to work. You have to train it. Does anyone have a question?
Yeah. Have you encountered people, yeah, when you say you exchange energy, yeah, it's not a physical money. Okay, you do that. And then you feel that they actually started to take advantage of you. How do you handle that? Oh, please, just for this time, I don't know. And then it's 2 or 3 months. Oh, please, just for this time, I will return it when I will have the, but they actually never return anything to you.
I have experienced that, years ago, and it did make me resentful, and then it kept me stuck for a very long time. That's why I'm saying charge from day one. Okay. If you need case studies to hand into your school or whatever, that's when you can say, it's a very reduced rate right now, but in 2 months I will be charging triple. So put it out there. Okay. I'm doing these 3 calls for $125. Last night I got an email from another healer. I'm on her list, and she's doing 1 group remote session. So like when the people are asleep, and she's charging $250. I thought, oh my God.
I know. I know there are people charging that
I read
much.
it 3 times to make sure I got it. So nobody's going to be there. Nobody can ask questions. She's just going to do it. It's for 2 hours, but whatever. It's a group thing for $250. That seemed like a lot to me for a group. Anyway, but I guess she's getting it. So she's comfortable charging that. I don't know. Yeah, if people start begging, just stop. When people start saying, please, 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 I'll say, no, I said, I already gave you my answer. I have to go now. When you're ready, you can book it. Just cut them off. Don't engage. And because it's immature and it's disrespectful. I mean, if they're living below the poverty line, that's one thing, if you want to help them once. But if they always ask for a discount and they beg, that begging is the red flag. Just stop it. They're just being abusive. Okay. So I just tell them, you can find a healer who's cheaper than me, or you can save up. I have to go. Bye-bye. Yeah, there's something, women often beg. I don't get it. And they start using baby language, like, oh, pretty please, and it's so silly. It's I think there's something mentally wrong with them. That's what they're not okay in other areas. Okay. Any final questions or comments? Have you enjoyed this?
Yes.
Yes.
It's useful. Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay, good. All right, so I will convert the video and send it out immediately. Listen again. So our next call is it Monday, the 16th?
Yeah, Monday.
So try and do this, listen, go like twice more, right? To really clear more things. Because now this was just basically priming your subconscious. So the next time you do it, you'll get new messages. It'll go deeper. So it's all about, now that you're comfortable digging deep, literally into the roots of your belief system, now your subconscious will be more trusting and will reveal even more the next time. So today is Thursday.
That's good.
So do it tomorrow and on the weekend as well. Okay. All right, John, did you hear that?
Yes, I hear it.
Excellent.
I'm there.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming. And I hope you can come on Monday as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome. I made the times a little bit different to try and accommodate more people. I don't know, because I've got clients in Japan and Australia, and it's difficult. There's no good time for everybody. So I did my best.
No.
True.
It's okay. It's fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you so much. It felt almost like a private session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it would be. That's fine.
It's been so cozy to be here.
Yes.
It's been cozy and warm.
You were just missing John's beautiful face.
Thank you so much.
John, get some money in and
Yeah.
buy a new computer very soon.
By the way, thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. I'm gonna.
And take great care of yourself.
You too.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
See you soon.